Hello, my pretty pirates. We're going to learn how to do makeup through the computer. Ooh. Okay, things that you need. Foundation. That's foundation. To match your neck, not your hand. You'll also need a bronzer, a non-sparkly bronzer. I've got an eyeshadow. You'll also need a highlight. See how at the top of this little palette I've got a really light pink? That's okay for me because I've got pinky skin. But you can have white just as long as it's a really light colour and it's not sparkly. Other things you'll need. Blush brush. This one definitely. Useful is this guy. That's an eyeshadow brush. Well, that's what I'm calling it anyway. And this. Powder foundation. It helps with blending. Makes you look like you're doing the right thing, even when you don't. First up, grab a little sponge to put your foundation on. Don't use too much, because we don't want cake face men. That's too much. Too much. Start from your nose and move out with downward strokes. And then you're done. Look how pretty I am. This is why it's important to get a foundation to match your skin tone, because you can see this foundation is quite yellow compared to my natural skin tone, and I a little bit look like I'm trying to blend in with the wall behind me. Make sure you get it all over your face, nice and even, up into your hairline, down into your beard line, which I don't have, round your eyes, in all the creases. Jawline as well if you don't have a beard, because that way we don't get any mask face. Close enough. Next step, get your brush. Ooh, that's not even at all. Doesn't matter. Brush. Bronzer or eyeshadow. Get a whole bunch of it on there. Start up at your ear and move down. You're going in the crease where your sort of teeth are. When you do that, you should be able to follow it up. You want a nice solid line for now. And on the other side, ear down. Under your cheekbone. Okay, now you want a little bit just on the edge of your nose on either side. Don't get too excited there. A little bit in your temples. Just at the top of your forehead. Sort of blending into your hairline. Now you may think, Lani, you look ridiculous. And you'd be right. Oh, you can also do your neck a little bit, but you don't have to. The next step is to try and blend it a little bit. So see how I've got a pretty solid line there? I'm going to do circular motions to blend that out. And side. Next is when this guy comes in handy. Because even if you screw it up, you can now blend with this. And once again, little circular motions. Because you don't really want those lines in the end. It's a bit intense there, isn't it? Wipe a bit of that off. Right. Next step. Get your highlight, which is the light colour. Put a bit of that on your brush. You want to go down your nose, along your cheekbones, on your chin, and then across your forehead. Next, you grab your eyeshadow or your bronzer with the smaller brush. Don't put too much on because it will flick everywhere. In your eye you have a crease. You want to fill that crease in. Am I pretty now? That one looks a bit ridiculous. I don't know what's going on there. Right, now I can do, and Tim need to do because he has glorious eyebrows, is you can darken your eyebrows. If you have quite light hair, you might want to do that just for the stage. You can also lengthen them because sometimes they sort of peter out into nothing. But there you are. How to do man makeup for the stage. It's going to make you less of a ghost. It's going to make your expressions more visible for the audience. I hope that was useful.